Honestly, we're live now on YouTube. All we can do is laugh because Mercury retrograde legit shut my whole IG screen down. Like I had everything planned and prepped. So let's just wait for, it takes 33 seconds for some weird reason for IG to go live.
Oh my God,
So
we are behind today. We are 3 minutes behind the
God, I know,
Mercury
and you're a stickler for these
retrograding.
weird types of things. Here we go. Pushing IG live, everyone.
30 seconds and counting. Here
And
we
we're
go.
live in
Oh my
three,
God,
two,
it's us
one, and we are live.
live.
Okay, so happy Thursday. Um, we know it's the year of the horse. We now know we're in Mercury retrograde. So if you don't know what Mercury retrograde is,
Let's
um,
talk about it
well, a quick
because
lesson for you. Everything on my computer shut down casually. My app that I use to host this platform on told me that I was over my limit, which I've already bought tons of it. It made me just restart everything, and then IG Live just shut down. So happy Thursday.
it made you buy more storage 2 seconds before you went live, which is incredible.
Correct. Which means we're doing a lot of lives because we've already used 20 gigabytes just from
We,
I
we've done
guess
like
this month.
9.
What?
We've only done 9 and it already used up
Yeah, I
that
guess
much.
the hour long it takes it. So, welcome everyone. It is Thursday on From the Sidelines with Coach Shayain and our guest, as
Resident.
always, resident guest, Behmann, my brother. He is clearly not sitting beside me, so I can yell and not get yelled at by him for projecting my voice quite loudly, which I like to do. And we are gonna get started on all the things sports. The fun, if you're new, welcome. If you are not, just to explain our dynamic and why I wanted to do this podcast is so Bon's my older brother. We have a younger brother. He lives in London
I
and
look younger. It's fine.
he's always worried about his skincare routine. It's whatever.
Mhm.
Anyways, so we played a lot of sports growing up, and I am just obsessed and I love sports. I love the strategic analysis things behind sports. I want to know what they've eaten the day before. I want to hear all the interviews. My brother could care less. He just wants to play the sport and move on. He only wants to play a few select sports. He's not interested in all sports. I'm like a sports junkie, I guess you could say. And I
Mm.
can sit and watch different kinds. Like all of a sudden, sailing GP, the Grand Prix of sailing. Like most people would not care or be bothered to want to watch anything to do with sailing. But I'm like, you know what? Ever since I've seen Drive to Survive, which is the F1 show on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, you should. It made me realize that F1 wasn't a bunch of loud cars going in a circle, which I hate loud cars and you're going in a circle. So I was like, people are dumb for watching this. And then they made Drive to Survive and it completely blew my mind on the strategic part of the sport, the athletes, how hard it is, like, everything behind it, which makes it a sport. So I feel like Sail GP, if they make something like a Drive to Survive, they will get just as many people into the sport. It's so intense. It's so dangerous, like F1. It has similar sponsors. It's also for, I'm just gonna say, the rich white guy who's obviously also, actually there is a few women in Sail GP. So I don't know. It has like the same, like the Rolex, the Emirates, the big names of sponsorship there too. There's a lot of money in it. But it's super cool. So, anyways, I'm the sports junkie, which is a role reversal technically in the traditional sibling way, but like what's traditional these days. And my brother knows more about celebrities and the gossip and what's happening on TMZ, which I usually 98% of the time have no idea what's going on. And then he's always like, did you know who Punk was? Or what was the monkey's name? Punch.
Punch.
You don't know who Punch is? And he's always like questioning me about dumb stuff. I'm like,
The
no.
lineup is around the block and then some to go see Punch. It punches the people's monkey. I mean,
So that's our dynamic. I know nothing usually about what's going on in traditional media and social media and things, even though this is where I live, this is where I have my business. And he knows everything, so he educates me, and then I educate him on the sports. So welcome to our YouTube and IG live from the sidelines. Let's get started with the sports because that's what we're here
There
for.
is a real segue opportunity here for the
Oh,
dynamic of, traditional male
oh.
female
We can do,
roles.
we can do hockey.
I mean, I told you a couple of days ago where I was like, oh, we should do like what's on our algorithm. Well, my algorithm is completely flooded with everything related to. So on Monday, we were devastated that we lost hockey in men's and
We, as in,
the Canadians.
correct.
Yeah, the nation was mourning
Yeah,
that we
twice.
lost, and the Americans came in on the live just to like show us eagles and gold medals.
Yeah.
Are they on right now? Like
They're not doing it right now in the
they're
group in the
quiet.
chat. They're
They're
not
quiet.
throwing eagles and American flags and gold medals in the chat. It's all very silenced at the moment.
Well, they should be because they should be embarrassed with the behavior of basically everyone, all the men involved, except for the women's hockey team, which, the women just always seem to rise higher and
Class
better.
act.
And it's so frustrating that this is where we've landed. I mean, I think it's pretty embarrassing to win for the nation, and I get it, but also then to and there's like so many takes.
Layers within it. So let's break it down.
Okay.
Essentially, the men's hockey, US men's hockey won the gold medal. Canadians came in second. The Canadians were the better team. Everyone admits it because the amount of shots scored on the goalies was like 26 to like 42 or something, almost double.
Hmm.
So there was tons of opportunity for the Canadians to score, but their goalie did really, really well. And the team did well, and they won in overtime. And that's, in a nutshell, what happened in the Olympics for hockey. A video got leaked where President Trump congratulates their team, which is quite nice. And because our prime minister has been congratulating tons of the athletes, and we get to see it. And I actually, sometimes I cry. It's embarrassing
It's
to say
quite
that out loud,
lovely. It's
but
quite
I
lovely.
do have a couple of tears because you can tell a genuine person who is truly congratulating you and just so proud of the country as a prime minister to like just and the athletes too. It goes both ways. So President Trump calls and he congratulates the team. They're super
Well, no,
pumped.
wait. It's Kash Patel calls Trump
Oh, okay, I didn't realize
and then
that.
he puts him on speakerphone.
Speaker, he congratulates him. Boys, well done. He, hoo, boy talk, locker room talk, whatever. But it gets to the point where he says, like, oh, I guess I'll have to also invite the US women's national team. And just like
Because he's like, I
that
guess
by itself is annoying.
well, he says, I guess I'll have to invite the women's team also because otherwise I'll get impeached. Ha ha.
It's
And
just a
then
little too annoying that that's still going on.
they all laugh. This is the thing. This is where I will defend it a little bit. I could see how you're back there. You've just won this thing that you didn't expect was going to happen. Adrenaline is running. You're like jumping and screaming. Now you've got the president. That feels surreal. Like it's a whirlwind. I understand that. So when he says something stupid like that,
You just
you
haha,
just
like what are you gonna say? One guy's gonna
sure.
stand up for everyone and be like,
You're
"Hey,
not think
actually, that's incorrect." So
you're
I'm
not
with you on that
thinking
part.
straight. You're not thinking straight, and you're dumb straight men. The women would have probably in that moment
Damn,
also,
you went there.
yeah, you're
Dumb
dumb.
straight
You're
man.
idiots. You're hockey players. But the women,
Fun. Not
I
all
guarantee.
hockey players are dumb.
Okay, true.
Not all jocks are dumb.
Okay, well, I bet the women, even in that moment, would if a comment like that would have been made, they would have still been like just smart enough not to laugh at something stupid like that. Anyways, they
I think
they
this is a tough one. I agree with you. I'm actually going to take their side on this one. It's a lot happening. It's the president. No one. It takes a very, very like 0.1000001% of a chance of someone saying, that's actually not fair. They work just as hard, or having the bandwidth and the quickness to say something back, like Eileen Gu. Like if she was in that
I
locker room, let me tell you, that girl, I'm obsessed with her.
You're drinking,
Anyways,
you're jumping. There's a lot going on.
there's a lot happening, and you're just like, yeah, haha. The night, yeah, sure. We're gonna move past that, and then
I
from
think the piece is you could always apologize later.
after
Yeah,
that's
and I
the
think
miss.
that's
That's
where
the
it's
miss.
been missed,
Yes.
and no one's apologizing, so it's making the situation worse. They go to the White House, they do their little dance. Do you know they ate McDonald's? Did you see that?
Did you know that Trump loves McDonald's? That's why,
Well, no, of
probably.
course he does, and how is he still alive? But
Damn, Bond, you
he
can't do
fed.
that.
Well, of course you can. I could say whatever.
And
Um,
moving on.
well, they ate McDonald's. And
Okay.
I just want to say there was a picture of them eating McDonald's, and here is one. I love the comment section so much.
Are you gonna
Uh,
share screen or can
no,
you
no, no.
share?
Just I had just screenshot
Okay,
a
go.
comment that I wrote down. That someone wrote. The quality of this food is perfectly equal to the quality of the people eating it.
Damn, the internet wins again.
Like the
Man,
comment.
sometimes people in the comments, I just scroll through the comments and just read on a more positive commenty note. So Flava Flav, which
Mhm,
is lols, the gist, which is a media company, women run it. I think it started actually in Toronto. So they've Just USA, the Gist Canada, and it's only sports, which obviously it's like my life. They put a post up and said, how do we, like, let's celebrate the US women, and tagged Flava Flav, and he's like, let's do it. I want to host a party for them in Vegas. And so he's like, which partners and which companies can we get to help support and show these women a great time?
mhm.
The comments in there, Alaska Air, we got you. I have goosebumps just even talking about this. Straight away
Amazing.
said, we got. There was tears. I was scrolling, and the amount of brands and companies that came
Mhm.
out to say, we support women, we will be there for you, small companies too were like, hey, we have a small tequila company that's a women owned, we would love to send all the women this. A couple of the hotels in Vegas, like, we got you, suites on us, all the women did. So the world isn't all crazy. There is really good out there, and sometimes something very dramatic and insane needs to happen for everyone else to rally and lift up. So we've seen that a lot for just women in general throughout history, happening. So this is just like a repeat cycle. We're hoping to get past it and get better, and maybe these are learning lessons for people, not just men, for everyone, to be like, it's hurtful and we need to do better. I
Can
think
I
that is, we need to take like a lesson from it instead of like hounding and pointing fingers at what's already happened. It's like we need to learn from it.
Yes, I agree. We do need to learn from it. I just wanted to quote a popular fan of the show who logs on to live. One Carl Brown. He said this
Carl Brown
best.
is here. He's present. It says he's joined.
Yeah, he is very. He's a little wordsmith, and he was just saying he's like hockey was just having such a beautiful moment thanks to the NHL
Yes.
embracing the heated rivalry culture, which I know you
True.
haven't taken
True.
in. And I just feel like this video brought us right back to the sad reality that nothing has changed. And I think that's kind of what the feeling is, where it's like heated rivalries on the up and up a couple of months ago and still is. It's being talked about. People are still watching it on repeat. They're making a second season. The NHL is starting to embrace it. There's like this real camaraderie, like some players are kind of coming out, not really. And then this
Kind of
happens,
not
and
really.
it's like, well, you know what? Just kidding.
And it has to be a learning lesson. That's just all like, shit happens. We have to learn from it. We have to move past it. We can't just like be bogged down and just repeat this vicious cycle. Okay, they learned. Some of them have also probably daughters, hockey players. So it's gonna hurt. And you know what? A lot of them, maybe they went home and their wives let them know about themselves. Their other moms, their family members let them know. So you don't know. And also they're getting tons and tons and global backlash.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give them grace.
Oh,
I'm gonna give them grace. It's a learning lesson for them. The next time this happens, they better stand up, or they better say something, or they'll know how to do better and not be a passive driver in the backseat, just like listening to it go down. So this is a learning lesson for
or still
everyone.
say something. Still just say something. That's the thing. You could
You know
still
what? They need to recognize the women. Yeah, sure. Okay.
still say
Also,
something.
did you know? I don't know if you knew, but like the goalie, I forget his name, but President Trump's giving him like a super high honor
The
that only
Medal of
like
honor. Yeah, I
or
know. But
something, like only like 12 athletes have gotten before getting the gold or whatever. So in my that to me sounds horrible. That to me pissed me off more
of
than
course,
the, oh, I guess we got to
of
invite
course.
the girls, because what about someone from the women's hockey team? How about all the other gold medal winners that busted their butt for 4 years? What makes his hockey saves any better than the cute, I forget the Asian girl's name that did figure skating, that had like the hair that was like in
Yeah,
different colors, that retired at 16, that had mental health, that came back and won gold. What about her?
she's incredible. Yeah.
She's so cute, and I think made a bigger impact on all this. Okay, we got to move past hockey because it can get us really.
I was gonna say five of the guys did not show up, but then part of the article is like, oh, because their hockey season started like right after, so they had to go to their games. I'm like, okay, so anyway, yeah, we could really
So
we
we
could.
can leave on a positive.
Oh, go ahead.
Crosby, the Canadian captain who could not play because he injured his knee.
Yeah.
Um, I just saw a video today that he plays for the Penguins, and I guess they're having like a junior hockey tournament or something, but he's out for a month.
Hmm.
I understand his pain. Me and Crosby, same people. I'm over here in the boot and crutches too.
Uh-huh.
I've been out for a month as well.
Okay.
And it showed him taping a hockey stick
Uh-huh.
and like preparing to give it to like a young junior kid to go and play on the ice. So there are really amazing hockey players and men out there, and I don't want it to do it for all of them, and I also don't want to do it for all of the guys on the team. I think that we just need to we need to come with grace. It happened. They made a mistake. We're going to move past. Hopefully they learned their mistake. So guess what? Speaking about women's sports, I'm going to do a did you know quite early.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay. What are we
But
doing?
it's not did you know, and it's sorry, it's not golf related today.
Oh.
So if you're joining on IG Live or on YouTube, I usually do a did you know segment, and then I question my brother and mostly tell him what's happening in the golf world.
Because I have
LPGA,
no idea.
PGA, we do live, we do TGL, all the things, because I am wearing a Masters shirt because happens in April. But I'm just excited about it. So I'm going to do it on women's soccer today. I thought I'd switch it up a
Oh,
little bit.
okay.
And did you know, as in you didn't know?
Of
So, and
course. The
if you're
section should be called "He Doesn't
he
Know."
doesn't know, but I will educate him as his sister.
Yes, please do.
All right. So here's a couple of like fun questions for you. So it's called the
Mhm.
National Women's Soccer League. That's what it's number one called. That's the NWSL. It's in America because did you know
Mm,
the Canadians also have a league of our own? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, welcome.
What's it called?
So it's called the Northern Super League.
Oh,
NSL, Northern Super League. And Vancouver has a team and we won. We won the Northern Super League Cup. So that's
oh,
exciting. But hold on. So that was my National Women's Soccer League, and I have a few questions. What is your guess on how many teams there are in the National Women's Soccer League?
this is the US based one.
Yes.
Wait, like how many men's teams are there?
But okay, we're
Oh,
not doing that. Just pick a
okay.
number. How
Oh my
many teams
God.
do you think there are? They're in the
I
US, so how many teams?
think there's 15 teams.
Wow, amazing. 16. You gotta think even.
Oh,
So my guess is there are eight on each coast. Like eight would be
oh,
on the
sure.
east, and then eight would be in the west. Or they would say that, but they would just split America in half, is my guess.
Hmm.
Um, well done. That's kind of fun. Have you heard of the last name Rodman?
Trinity Rodman. I know this.
Correct.
Is
Who's
it her?
the
Yeah.
father?
Yeah.
Who's her father?
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, basketball. If you don't know,
Yeah.
he was Jordan's teammate, all the tattoos and things. So Trinity
I,
Rodman, that is correct. Did you know she is the highest paying soccer player?
I
Women's soccer player.
did know that. I actually did know that because I
Who is
saw
she
that.
dating?
I know this because she's dating our little Ben Shelton, our little tennis
Like
player.
tennis player
That's why I know so much, not so much, but that's why she's been popping up and I know of her is
on
because
your
of
feed.
is through him. Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
dating. They are cuties. And then something popped up a couple of weeks ago or maybe a month ago saying that she's the that she signed a contract for the highest. I didn't realize she was that good.
Well, that's kind of nice. So she also plays with the U.S. national soccer team,
Right.
obviously. I didn't know what she was getting, but it says she signed a 3-year deal over, okay, can I ask you for a guess? $1 million. It's millions of dollars, but don't go too crazy. Think
Okay.
women's soccer. So
Right,
what do you
right.
think her deal is for?
Right.
Just to play, remember, not endorsements and stuff.
Okay, her 3-year deal to play is 5.4 million.
Good job. 6 million because it says 2 million a year.
Can we just take a pause to talk about how good I am at this guessing game?
Like, are you looking at my notes? Like, what's happening?
I'm
Um,
literally not
it
there.
says including bonuses. Okay, what? I know you don't know this. What team do you think she plays for? Just name a state.
LA.
Think East Coast.
Is she New York?
No, but Washington. So
Okay.
that's kind of fun. So Trinity Rodman, who's dating Ben Shelton, we spoke about it with Sheena on in one of our first, like I would say, 4 episodes. Highest paying soccer player plays, and you're probably wondering like, why are we doing so much NWSL, National Women's Soccer League stuff? Because it's our favorite time, which you will love. They have released their soccer kits, their
Oh,
shirts.
yes, I do love figuring out which
So if I share my screen with you, and if you are on the live, you will be able to see this as well.
one.
And you can do this with my brother who loves to.
Mhm.
Let's go here. Can you see that? So
Yes.
when MLS went live with their kits, I didn't tell you the team's name. I just told you to pick aesthetically. If you are watching on the
Mhm.
live or if you're listening to this later, you can go onto YouTube or Spotify and watch the video if you'd like to see, or just go to the website.
Mhm.
Number 1, did you know Nike sponsored the whole league?
Wait, same for men or
No.
no? Okay. No. Oh, because Adidas is big in men's soccer.
Yeah.
Nike sponsored the whole league.
Well,
Smart.
look, it's on Nike.com. So that was a big did you know for me. I educated myself on that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I did not know
Uh-huh.
that they're all Nike. Okay, so aesthetically, if you had to buy a shirt, a jersey for the women's soccer league, which one speaks to you? Like
You know,
that you would wear at the where is Birdman the welder that you
I
would wear to the gym?
I know. I actually quite like all the color. I like how what they're doing with the different backgrounds and stuff. Like the far right, the middle with the pink background on the black. I think that's like really smart color popping.
Okay.
So it's making it tricky in the sense where I almost wish they were just all against a white or a black background or
So
like
you
a
could see
neutral
the
background.
difference.
Yeah, because it's been styled really well. But now I'm like, I'm trying to
Fun.
focus on the
Pick
jersey.
one with the new
Oh my
styling.
god! Stop yelling at me. Maybe I think the one in the middle with the purple, dark purple background looks kind of rainbowy in the middle. It's
This one?
white with the different colors. I can't see your mouse. Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm in the middle, 3 in from the right. So 1, 2, 3 in from the right.
Yeah, it's kind of like center, center. Yeah.
Okay, that's Orlando. I feel like we
Oh,
can make that happen for you to get that shirt.
love
Okay,
that.
what if you're in on live or on YouTube? I'd love to know like which one would you wear? Which one speaks to you right away?
Which one do you like?
Yeah, that's why I'm just quickly doing a scan myself.
Hmm. You love jerseys and
I
merch.
love
You
every sec.
love sports
Have you
memorabilia.
noticed every episode? Can we take a pause for my every episode so far? I've worn a different shirt with a different team.
How long do you think that's gonna last?
I'm gonna try and go through my whole closet because a lot of the stuff just sits there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try.
Okay.
We'll see. It'll be a long time because I have a lot of
I
really
wore
fun.
a cutie little shirt that says Brooklyn on it because I was thinking of my pals in New York because of all
Oh,
the
they're snowed
snow
in.
there.
Yeah, I'm still confused on which one I like. A couple
Pick
speak
one.
to me.
Pick one, Shy.
Okay, I think this blue one. There's a lot happening here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to the right. I don't know. I want to maybe guess that's Houston because of their branding, as in their sponsor in the middle.
The
I
one on
like
the top?
This one. So let's go
Yeah,
second in
right.
left.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. That looks nice too.
I
Yeah.
like the blue. I want to say that's Houston. So Trinity Rodman plays for Washington, and theirs is the one that says CVS Health, bottom four in. This
One,
bottom
two, three,
one. Can you
four.
see my
Oh,
mouse or no?
interesting.
Yeah, that's
Looks
them.
um like a bag of chips to me from here.
Damn.
Hmm.
Okay, so what I can do is I can stop sharing. I will share my IG, which I think has sorry everyone. 1 second, please. Okay, I'm back. Share screen. I need to probably share entire screen. To do share. We're back. I wanted to show you how it looks maybe up close a
Oh
little bit.
yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's got this is New York. It's
That's
got
New York. Looks really cool. This
okay.
is the
Oh
one
yeah,
she
this is
wears.
nice.
I kind of
So
like the flowers, like
I like
cherry
it.
blossomy.
Oh yeah.
This
This
is
is very
Boston. That's
very Brazil.
Boston. This is, I want to say maybe North Carolina. I'm trying to read the logos on the top right.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it tells us on the side. Yep, that's North Carolina. I like that actually.
Hmm.
This is Orlando, the one you like.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't love the big Orlando health in the middle, but like
I
alas
mean,
that
but what can you do? That's just
I
the
know.
people's logos. So I'm back in here. I
Mhm.
did like how they did a campaign to show you what it looks like with actual people wearing it and how you can style it differently.
Yeah.
Like I would have never thought about wearing like a collared shirt and putting it that. That's kind of fun. Wearing it under a blazer. I
Hmm.
enjoyed that. That this to me was like a fun, cool way of showing normal people like me and you and how we would wear it or how we can wear
We are
it.
not normal people.
Okay, well, how about models that are currently wearing it? I think it's kind of
Exactly.
fun to see it styled.
We are supermodels. Oh, I like that. Go back one.
That's New York.
No, great.
That
Love
is
it. Need to
also,
need to start wearing it with a blazer.
but look at the blazer. Did you notice that it's two separate things?
Yes, I did notice that. It looks
Dang,
great.
that's actually great. Um,
Oh yeah.
North Carolina. I like this blue. I think that's
That looks great
Orlando.
too. Yeah.
That's kind of fun too. Yeah, so they're crushing it. I like how I'm assuming that whoever not I'm assuming, but MLS did something similar. They didn't show us like this, but they showed us on that background, which obviously I truly liked and appreciated because it's like helpful visually to see it. And then these are the girls actually wearing it from the teams.
Okay, quick note.
Hmm.
I wish in soccer with these jerseys, and I don't know if it's with in other sports as well. I don't think so. The brand, like the soccer, the name of the team is so tiny on a little like little shield thing on the left or right compared to the sponsor name, like that
Oh my
gigantic
God,
thing.
can we have a quick chat about that for a
Yeah.
second?
Okay. So the quick thing, the big thing that says Orlando Health or Ring, like the Ring camera. I'm like, I'm confused. I'm like, is the team called Ring? So initially, I remember when it says gigantic on the Arsenal kits, it says Emirates. I'm like, what team is Emirates? And am I promote? Like, anyway, I hate that it's so big. I wish
I
there
get it.
was.
I need to pause you for a second. Carl has chimed in and he said dark green, blue background for me. Dark green, blue. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me share my screen again.
Okay, let me see what he likes.
Uh, dang, everyone.
Hmm,
Man, Mercury retrograde really be throwing me off today.
we'll never know.
No, no, we're going to know because I'm going to do it.
Yeah, we need to. Once you figure that piece out, we need to
Okay,
just.
dark. I think he likes this one
Yeah,
beside
that is
Orlando Health.
nice.
That is nice. It's clean. I wonder if that's like Colorado or something. I see mountains on it.
Hmm.
Okay, look, I just want to quickly talk about what you've just said.
Why is the sponsor gigantic and why is the team name not gigantic? Why is that not the main thing?
So, when I went to grad school
Hmm.
many, many years ago, what would it be 2008, a long time ago, in our sports marketing class, we actually had a full discussion about this. So, back in the day in basketball, in the NBA, they didn't have any sponsors in the middle. It was just like like you said, Orlando Magic, or kind of like what I'm wearing right
The
now. It's
Grizzlies, I remember.
Vancouver Grizzlies. Yes,
Yeah.
we're super proud of them. We're sad that they left. And in soccer, in football, in football, they had that.
Mhm.
So I don't know who started it or created this. Obviously, it was to generate tons and tons and tons of money. My guess is it probably either started with Real Madrid or Barcelona, a big club or a big league like a La Liga or a Premier League. It must have started there somewhere. And so my professor at that time said, I can see basketball wanting to generate more revenue by getting sponsors to have their logos in the middle. And we were like having a debate and a discussion about it. Some were like, yes, some were like, no, why would you do this? You're copying that. It looks ugly. It's about the team. It's not about the this and that, whatever, whatever. So, all the newer leagues, my next did you know question to you was, do you know when the National Women's Soccer League was founded?
Was it founded like
Like, what's your
thir-
guess on the year?
30 years ago, 40 years ago?
No, give me like a year, like 2000 and
Oh,
what?
oh, okay. That, and I guess it's in the 2000s. 2000 and maybe 2010.
Wow, so close, 2012.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So 13 years ago is when the National Women's Soccer League was founded. So of course, think about like Premier League and them, they've been doing it for a long time. So they must have already taken that from them. I don't, do you know, what's your guess on when the MLS was founded?
2000. Wait, isn't that new? Isn't MLS new?
I just want to let you know, retrograde, be screwing me.
Yeah, your computer just stopped. The fact that we're still on this live is truly a God's miracle. Um, MLS, I want to say, just tell me. MLS.
1993.
Okay, it's been around for a while.
It's been around for a little bit.
Okay.
Um, okay, so so then in the NBA jerseys.
Uh huh.
Um, yeah, let me share my screen to show you. Back then, we did not have. If you look, it was
Hmm.
just like Raptors and this and that.
Yes.
Now you'll see they have smaller logos. Let's do like Orlando Magic, dun dun, Orlando.
I know they have smaller logos, and it still has the team's name in the center front, which is what I think
Because they could not they could not they
different.
had to be subtle with bringing it on, and the NBA obviously has rules and this and that and the teams and everyone had to be on board. So now if you look on this little corner up top right, it says Disney.
Hmm.
The Orlando Magic's main sponsor is Disney, and of course Nike.
Hmm.
So you'll start seeing like is I don't know if it's crypto is LA Lakers,
Yeah, yeah.
LA Lakers jerseys. Is crypto? No, maybe it's not
It's the crypto
crypto.
arena, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the arena is that. Who do they have? I mean, I feel like it changes. Who is that?
Okay, but to my point,
BB Go. I don't know who the hell BB Go is, but that's theirs.
we
I
go.
know, but the thing I want to tell you is that it started back then. They're not going to change it. They pay way too much money in football because it's a global sport to have Emirates or whoever on the front of it. They're not going to reverse it and make it small and like it's not going to be a thing. And so my whole thing was in '08, we had a conversation I vividly remember in grad school in class about, do you think the NBA will take this on? And then to see that they actually did take it on, but they did it in a more elegant, sophisticated way, I
Yeah.
think is huge.
It just do it that way. Why? Like
It's
if
too
it
late.
is
Soccer's
late.
not going to change. It's too late.
Oh my God, you're yelling at me.
My
I'm
did you
just saying.
know
Yeah,
has officially ended with you on MLS. What did you think?
I think I did incredibly with guessing. Those are like I was so close and
Okay,
everything.
but like, what
So
did you, was it kind of fun to learn a little bit more about women's soccer?
quick shout out to me. And yes, it was good to. It was fun to learn. I didn't know.
And their season starts March 13th.
Oh, okay, it's coming up.
Yep. A quick other couple updates. Next week is, I believe, Rugby Sevens starts, which is kind of
Ooh,
fun. So not this weekend, but next weekend. So that's exciting. It's in Vancouver. Hopefully, you guys are going to go out and watch and support at BC Place. So I'm hoping to go check that out. Rugby Sevens are really, really cool. It's much faster rugby. People get dressed up. It's a good time. It's family friendly. It's a good time, and people go in like big groups and they have a theme. So
and
it's
it looks fun. I've never been, but it looks like a fun time.
no, it's even if you don't care about the sport, it's just like a great time to go out there. That was one of the things I wanted to bring to your attention, as well as what else did I have on my list of topics that I quickly wanted to talk to you about. Um, Remember a couple of episodes ago, I was telling you about how Vinny Jr., the Brazilian player who plays for no, he plays for Real Madrid, and that guy that had his shirt covering his
Yes,
mouth, and the claim was that he was calling him a monkey and saying like not very nice
a
things.
racial slur. Yeah.
Well, the great thing is that football pundits like Thierry Henry, who is like a global icon in football, and others are speaking out and calling that player out specifically and saying, we don't care about everybody kind of like Jose Mourinho, and when asked about it, they're talking about the game or the match, or they're talking like they're kind of like changing topics. He's like, we want to know what you said. So tell
Ooh.
us,
Mm-hmm.
what did you say? Like
Mm-hmm.
they're literally calling him out, which I love. So there was a statement. I don't know if this makes it any better, but there was a statement that he said that came out that he said, I didn't call him a mono. I guess that's how maybe you say it in Spanish or Portuguese or whatever the language is. He's
Okay.
like, instead, he called him gay in not a nice way, but that instead.
Sure.
So I'm like, does
Okay.
that make it any better? We're still doing that, everybody.
Well, no, he's trying to deflect the racial piece. So he's picking one. He's like, okay, what's gonna be
That's
less?
less.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it
That
even less though? Like it's both bad.
they're not ideal. I mean, nothing's ideal. But if you had to pick like a full on racial
Yeah,
one
sure.
versus that one, like sure. I mean, if that's what we're doing, then great. But interesting strategy, interesting maneuver to try and be
Whoever
like,
his PR person is,
yeah, they're like, say that.
I guarantee you, he's like, you have to say something because you've
Hmm.
done it.
Yep.
So you're not running from that, my friend.
Mm.
And so what are we going to say? But he's like, well, no, he wasn't. I think he's banned for a few games, which of course he better be.
Just a little
And
slap on the wrist, eh?
no, he gets a couple of $1 million fines as well.
Oh,
I did save it somewhere. I will find it, but I love to show you what's in my
your little folder there with
yeah,
all
all
the
the things that
save,
we didn't get to really chat about that I'm just going to show you what I've saved on my IG because this is how insane
your
sometimes
ID is.
sometimes it can be. Yeah.
I would like to transition and pivot once you show us that to actually speaking of IG.
Okay. That's fine, but really quick. Did you know that there's going to
We're
be
still doing Did You Know?
did you know yeah, there's going to be a blood moon? It's kind of
Oh,
cool
when is
on March 3rd. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's going to be a full moon. Whatever
that?
happened to what's happening in tennis? What's the update?
Oh, Felix, our guy, there on
Yeah.
your screen. He's doing well. He is. I didn't realize he's okay. So in the Dubai Open right now, he's in the semifinals. He's about to play Medvedev. Um, did you know Felix is ranked higher than Medvedev? He's number one in this Dubai
I can see that.
tournament.
Medvedev hasn't been doing well this year and last
Right.
year. So I could see that.
So he's number eight in the world, which is so impressive.
Cool. Good for him.
Yeah, he's in the top 10.
We love
Um,
that.
and he's in the semis. He's going to be playing him, which I hope he goes all the way. Besides that, I don't really know. There's so many, like when
Come
you
on.
go to tennis.com, there's so many tournaments. There's the one in Mexico. There are
That's
tournaments
fine. I want
everywhere.
to transition to this that I completely forgot to bring up. Speaking about
Oh,
football and soccer, there's so much happening in the world right now, which we don't need to like feed anyone with this craziness. But can you imagine if they moved every World Cup match in Canada? We wouldn't be able to handle it, number one.
I mean, to
Um,
Canada from like outside of like,
from the US, all the matches that happen in US, all the matches that happen in Mexico, they're claiming that the safest place to do the World Cup would be Canada. We our infrastructure and things can't handle hosting, I think, the World Cup just by ourselves such last minute. What are we in end of Feb? So March, April, May, June, there's no way. It happens in less than 4 months. There's no way they're going to move everything here. But this was interesting that people were feeling that they should move the World Cup strictly to Canada. So we would have Montreal, us, and Toronto to host all the matches. That would be a
people have been working
logistical
so
nightmare.
long and hard on these games from
Yeah,
so
it's
many
too
different
much.
parts of the world. It's like you can't now just try to
Yeah,
change that.
it's gonna be hard, and also, like, can you also imagine working for FIFA right now, and then all the bombing in Mexico that happened, and all of the crazy things that Trump sometimes wants to put bans on certain nationalities not coming into your country. To be a person that works for FIFA for the World Cup right now, every week or every other day, I'm probably pulling my hair because one country's doing something crazy, the next one's not doing, and just like, can we relax until after? I would be like, can we relax until after the World Cup's done?
You're
But
yelling again, and yes, you would have a full head of gray hair or no hair at this point in the game.
correct. Also,
So
everyone in the Northeast, we pray for you because this was on my feed and this is not cute. I mean, that
this,
is so much snow on a golf cart, but I thought it was really funny. So we hope you guys are safe. I want to bring that up. Because it's still football, but soccer. Remember when Arsenal beat Tottenham 4-1, which I was very happy about. It was
mm,
kind of fun to see that this is a reel of two players that used to play for Arsenal that play for another team, and he used to play for Tottenham. They all play
mhm.
for a separate team now, but they watched the 4-1 win. So the ex Arsenal players are like still bugging the ex Tottenham guy about it. That obviously made me very happy. This was our prime minister FaceTiming the girls that won gold medal for speed skating, which
Yeah.
this was the part that I loved. Also, this was crazy. Can I pause? Yes, I can. If you're looking at my screen right now, Andy Roddick posted this on his podcast called Curved. And are you laughing at the Beyonce thing?
No, I know. I didn't even notice that. I'm just laughing because literally, Pagula's like, "Where did my waist go? Like, what's happening?"
Did you see this? They
Yeah.
photoshopped her waist to, I don't know, Kim Kardashian's waist, which is like, what are we doing right now? She's like, I think you're missing half my arm and my waist disappeared.
Yeah.
So, like, not cute. Why do we need to do this? Whoever
Why?
did that, I hope it's not the WTA. I will be bringing Rashina on to question who's photoshopping this and why do we need to look like that as people in general, but more specifically as athletes, because that's nowhere
Right?
real.
It's just so
So then
ridiculous. Like,
Andy talks about when back in the day they had him on the cover of I can't remember, like a magazine, and they realized that his arms weren't big enough, so they like photoshopped bulkier arms. Like, I will pause it when it shows up on my screen. And I was just like, wow, I didn't realize that. Oh, Men's Health magazine.
yeah, of course.
I didn't realize they photoshopped that in there. He's
I
like,
mean, yeah,
those
because
are not
look
my
at those
arms.
arms. He's never had those arms. Like that
He's
is.
like, they had someone else's body and just put my
I
face
was
on
just gonna say they
it.
photoshopped his face on there. That's a different human being. That's not him.
I feel like in very small print, somewhere on that cover, on the bottom right or left, it needs to say, we did this time X7 or X5. We've like made this person bigger or smaller.
Or just
Just
don't
like,
do it, Shy. He's
or
he's
don't do
like a
it.
world class athlete. Just don't.
Correct. I wanted to let you know that I don't know if you saw, but USTA has a new CEO. So the gentleman that we saw the Australian Open giving everyone like the trophies and talking to the guys that are retiring, like Monfils and stuff. He's been there for like 20 or 30 years. Craig is now the new CEO of USTA. That was big news.
I love that you say Craig like you know Craig, but yes, love
I
Craig.
mean, could be BFFs eventually. And also
Oh yeah, Radicanu. This is good.
Uniqlo. I'm surprised you didn't bring that up.
I forgot. I saw it. She looks great. If you're looking at the screen, this is Emma
Very blue.
Raducanu, huge Nike um, uh, brand, and she just makes a lot of money because she looks great. She's
It's
a
cute.
pretty
Yeah.
good player. So she's just done a whole situation with Uniqlo.
Yeah.
and sweater had gone from Nike to Uniqlo.
And I also just want to bring to everyone's attention who doesn't know anything about curling,
Oh yeah,
but look at these numbers. 30.5 million Canadians watched curling.
that is our population, is it not?
No. 8.7 watched the hockey. Isn't that crazy? 4.22 million watched the women's hockey, and 3.5 million watched in the stadium in the opening ceremony.
For your information, Canada's population is 41 million, and you said
So
how
maybe
many?
I'm reading that wrong. So hold on. 30.5 million Canadians watched, oh, sorry, the Olympics with record breaking digital audience.
Right.
I'm really sorry for not finishing
No,
the
I was
sentence.
like that.
Audiences consumed 89 million streams of content on CBC digital platforms. Sorry. So we consumed a lot of Olympics. My
Yes,
bad. Men's hockey was the most watched, 8.7 million. Women, 4.22 million. And then we had the opening ceremonies at 3.5 million. And but still, curling got 3.1 million. That's huge.
that's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah. That I thought that was kind of fun. That
You were one of those people.
I for sure
Um,
watched it.
we were just
And
go ahead.
the rest, I think, is fine. Like Bryson has some drama happening currently, which I can talk about on Monday. You and Punch, Golf and Me, the whole thing is cute. Now it's on my timeline with the monkey. People are talking about the monkey on The View. Like it's a bit crazy.
Actually, I've just realized I'm gonna do a quick did you know section for you.
Oh,
Um, with all this content that we are all just constantly eating up, you
yes.
and I have discussed previously where people are in the algorithm, we're just getting fed all sorts of stuff, catered to us, not catered to, I mean, generally catered to us, where we, I am curious if our audience has any idea as to how much content is being put out there. So, first of all, I had to do a quick little Google here. Do you know how many YouTube? I mean, you're a YouTuber. Do you know how many YouTube videos are uploaded daily? Do you have an idea?
Daily, how many YouTube videos are uploaded? I'm assuming that's including shorts. Um, huh? Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How many? I would say in the millions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 1.8 million a day.
Okay, you know what? It's pretty good. 2.6 to 3.7 million
A
new
day.
videos. It actually says videos. I don't know if that includes shorts. It's
Oh,
just
maybe
video.
not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Because I would, yeah.
It's like,
So, what do we think is like you like Instagram?
okay, so I did that as well.
You did? Oh,
Yes.
amazing. Go.
More than 95 million photos, videos, and reels are shared on Instagram daily. That's shared, okay?
95 million.
Million
And that
daily.
was that was 2.7 YouTube?
2.6 million.
Wow. Instagram is some crazy, that's a crazy number.
Instagram has over 500 million daily active users,
500 million. Okay.
over 500 million daily active stories,
Wow.
and the daily volume of content in general that is published across social media platforms, like just all of them, is 1.1 billion.
We're doing too much.
We're doing the most.
We're
There's
doing
300, sorry, not three, there's 3 billion active users on IG, and our world's population is 8.3 billion. So there's 3 people using IG and 8.3 people in the world. All
so
this,
essentially half the world is just on social media at all times.
less than half, but
Well,
yes.
almost, but think
Sure,
about like the old people population. Okay, so
sure,
there's like
sure.
you're counting like kids that are from like 0 to let's say 14 that should not even be
Okay,
close to
so
social media.
there's active users are 3 billion and 500 million, so half a billion people are you daily
I
users.
would love to know because this
Mhm,
is where my brain's going.
mm.
From the age of 14 to 70, how many people are there in the world?
How many people are in the world?
From 14 to 70, because I'm thinking if you're past 70, you're probably not on social media. And if you're under 14, you're not on social media. So in this 8 billion number you gave me, the old and the young are part of this 8 billion. So I want to know from 14 to 70, what's the world's population? Because if we compare 3 billion to that number, I guarantee you It's
Right.
gonna be
It's
like
mostly
80% of the world is on social media every day.
right. Da, da, da. It
That
says
might be
total
hard to
popul.
figure out.
Mm, yeah. No, I
Anyways, it's a lot of us. So what's the point of this? We need to do less,
can't.
maybe on social, maybe consume an hour less a day. Another thing for me is, you know what I was thinking the other day, because the broken foot, and people don't have house phones anymore, like phones in their homes. Everyone has a cell. Most people have a cell phone. Not everybody, but most people have a cell phone, and
Mhm,
home phones aren't a thing anymore. As you know, in our family house, we
mhm,
still have a home phone,
A landline.
a
That's
landline,
yes.
and it still rings,
Uh-huh.
which is kind of fun. Me and you never answered, which is horrible.
But like no one's
So
looking for us on there, right?
but we should still answer the phone. It's just nice.
Mm.
Anyways, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking when we first moved to Canada as young kids, when people from other parts of the world, family members would call, they would ask us, what are you guys up to? What is Canada like? What did you do today? Give us some stories from like what's happening there. So then you would sit on the phone and you would discuss back and forth. Oh, today, we did a podcast. We're talking about sports. Cheyenne's taking a group to Italy. She already has 7 people in 24 hours that signed up. I'm so excited. It randomly came to my mind and I just like made it happen out of thin air. And you're like, having this conversation and telling them what you've done. And so maybe with your best friends you're talking every day and you have that time to do it. Well, we no longer are talking to people anymore because we are doing it through the lens of photos or videos or posts to share what we are doing with someone, or if we've had a really tough time, or um so the point that I'm trying, I guess, to make is I sat there thinking, okay, when we were young kids, people would randomly show up to the house and chit chat, have a cup of tea or a coffee, and that would be their social media. The gossip or whatever, or the chat or what are you up to would happen either in person or on the phone if they couldn't come to the house. There's less of on the phone and in person, and now it's 90% of everything that we know of what a friend is doing is we look at a screen to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
There's
it's like
more.
the world has just changed on how we are communicating and showcasing what the daily gossip is from your neighborhood or from your community, and or sharing just without having to talk to 17 friends. You don't have to talk to them anymore. They can see in 3 seconds what you're doing daily.
Yes, but also the difference is that is curated and you're only putting out there what you really want people to see
That's
versus
a whole
the
separate
actual
story.
real, versus like honest conversations, they just hold so much more weight and value.
But do you think that everybody always had honest conversations? Of maybe you told one out of the 17 friends an honest conversation when they called you of like what
Right.
was really happening, but the rest of them you're keeping it high level, like, hey, things are great, things
Surface.
are going well, surface level. But now with social media, it's the same thing. It's a highlight reel. So you are seeing the highlights. So if somebody called me back in the day, I would give them a highlight reel of how gorgeous Canada is, and it's perfect, and it's so welcoming, and it's da 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 da. And now I'm also showing you how gorgeous and beautiful Canada is. So nothing's changed in that regard. It's just that now I think we're losing the human connection. We're losing the human interaction where you get to hear my voice and my tone to understand, and you can question me, but like, how are you really doing? Your voice isn't as chirpy. You're not speaking as loudly as you usually are. You're maybe speaking. I'm maybe speaking. If I called you and I'm
Sure.
talking, if I called you and I'm
Mm.
talking to you like this, you're gonna in 3 seconds you're gonna be like, "What's wrong?"
I'm gonna think I'm in trouble.
Because I'm talking to you in such a soft voice. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think that social media is maybe we need to consume less because you're seeing 3 billion people consume
Well,
it.
we're addicted, and the initial conversation and the initial chat we were having is everyone's consuming, everyone knows everything, everyone's watching everything, you whatever people are putting out there, but no one's really engaging with the content. The
They're not
engagement
engaging, which I
engaging
find interesting.
well, but when you think of the number of content that's being pumped out to us, people are just like in zombie doom scroll land because they're exhausted. Like they don't have the energy to engage because we're just
It's
engaging
too
so much.
much. It's too
Yeah,
much. Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Too much consumption, so people aren't engaging with anything, but everyone is watching. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Sometimes I'm
Okay.
just like,
So
people
here's
are,
a personal question for you.
oh,
If you add something in your stories
uh-huh.
on Instagram,
Yeah.
are you the person who goes in to your stories to see like not necessarily who's seen it, maybe not scrolling to see exactly who's seen it,
Mhm.
but like how many people have seen it?
Okay, so personally, for someone like
Are you
myself,
gonna be honest?
yeah, of course,
Okay,
always. For
go.
someone like myself who posts stories once every 2 months, like barely
Sure.
ever, because I post so infrequently, there's been times when I've completely forgotten, and there's been times when I've been curious because I literally can post maybe like 10 stories a year. So
Okay.
um, I've never gone, no, that's a lie. I've gone in to do a quick scroll to see, and then I'll be like, oh my God, these people follow me. Like I forget.
Is
I'm
it a
like,
reminder to you?
yeah, it's like, so it's kind of nice, if anything. But people talk about like this person unfollowed me. Like I don't care. I don't even know how. Like I don't know how to go there to
Well,
see.
you're not at that level of like
I just
you're
don't.
not that active, I would say, on social,
Yeah.
so that you wouldn't know that someone like myself, where my business is solely relied, not solely, but relied heavily on social media. When brands come to you, they're looking for numbers, so it's a super annoying and extremely frustrating when you're like, I'm doing amazing things in the community, I'm making incredible impact, that maybe my number on Instagram isn't showing that. And if that's what you are basing me as a person on, then maybe we're just not aligned. Because talk to the women that I'm making an impact locally here to give them a space to learn the game of golf, or the fact that we hosted a pickleball event for
Hmm.
brand new people that were too scared to try.
Hmm.
But we were like, let's bring our friends, bring the community together for someone who wants to come and meet other people to do that. So I think that that's so for me personally, this is going to sound, maybe people think I'm crazy, maybe they don't, I don't know. I never check who's looked at my stories or how many people have looked at my stories.
I believe
Now,
it.
that's an idiotic move, maybe, because if you're trying to grow your channel and if you're trying to do better or figure out, hey, what do people like to look at more or not like to look at, or hey, like, it's not a smart maybe business move, but it's a bang on mental health move.
Hmm.
So maybe that's why I can be on social and not really care if my like hair's out of place, or half the time you're like, put some makeup on, do your hair, look presentable, get your lighting or whatever. And I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't actually really care. Um, I
And
care, but I
that's
don't
why
really.
you've been able to do it and been unfazed, unlike so many people. I just saw a post from a mutual friend of ours who does content creation and does quite well, and a lot of brands, use her platform to promote their brands. And yeah, she was just like, "Hey, just so you guys know, like, if I've been a bit slower, I've been taking some time off, like, it's been burnout over here, and it's like it's inevitable. It's like anyone in this space, of course, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. So."
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe it's like another, instead of just, I guess, saying, hey, I'm burnt, instead of people getting to burnt out phase, maybe there's something that we can do. Well, we can't do anything because they've built these systems based on robots and a machine that is making sure you pump out video after video, post after post, engagement after engagement. So even for my YouTube channel, remember when I took 2 6-month breaks
Mhm.
and I didn't post anything because I was just exhausted of doing long form video and editing myself. The editing part was the exhausting part for me. Doing the videos was super easy.
Mhm.
So um
The
I don't know.
algorithm punished you
There's not a
for like,
magic wand to solve this, but I think that it's okay for you not to see who's being nosy and seeing your stuff. And I think it's okay Yeah, I think it's okay for you not to see your numbers all the time, maybe.
Hmm. And
Yeah,
also, this
because
one last thing, it's designed to keep you addicted, right? The scroll,
yeah.
the doom scroll. It's so, of course, I think it's easier to be like, take some time off and don't go. No, we're literally designed and programmed to stay addicted to it's a drug. So it's much harder than it seems because it's just part of kind of routine.
True. So I'm going to answer a couple of questions in the chat
Yeah.
that we have. What group to Italy? Question mark. Why was I not invited? Just a sidebar. Um, what group to Italy? So because I have a broken ankle, and here's what I've learned: don't keep me stuck in the house with a broken ankle for too long, because I might create a podcast and go live every Monday and Tuesday with you.
Monday and Thursday.
Sorry, Thursday.
Hmm.
There it is. And I might just randomly create a full itinerary for 7 days to Italy on the most spectacular trip ever. Because guess what? I have a broken ankle. And guess what I'm doing? I'm making an itinerary for the people. Like,
No,
how
you're moving. You're moving once the ankle is good to go. Is what you're doing. You're on the
I
move.
am moving, but how insane is that I've just casually started a podcast and I've made a full itinerary, and this is what happens if you hold me down with a broken ankle. I'll be creating things because my hands and brain are still working.
Mhm.
So what is this Italy trip? I have 2 spots left if anyone is interested. It's the most magical experience that I had last summer. I did this whole trip myself with my family in different parts. So what I've done is I've taken the best of all of the parts and made it into one, and it's 7 nights. We start in Umbria, which most of you probably never heard of because Tuscany has gotten all the awards and eyes and attention because it did really good with marketing. But Umbria is where the billionaires hang out, and they don't want you to know that that's really where it's at. So we have truffle hunting, we have wine tastings, we have pasta making, we have 2 rounds of golf in a valley in Umbria, and you are looking at 11th century castle up top. It is something that your brain and eyes will never forget. So I cannot wait for the people. 7 people signed up in less than 24 hours, which is crazy, which I'm so thankful for. I'm going to accept 2 more. I was going to accept 4, but I'm just going to do 2 more and end that trip there. And that happens August 31st to September 7th. So if you're listening or if you're on live and you want more information, send me a text, DM me, email me. There's a million ways under Coach Shayain. You can figure out how to send me a message. And so 2 spots there. I have the trip that we've done for the past 3 years, which is Greece, which is September 14th to the 20th. Now, that is a trip where you truly come, put your feet up, and let everything go. That is that is not a hustle bustle trip. That is luxury to another level of enjoying good food. You're in the Mediterranean, you're enjoying the water, you're soaking your feet in the beautiful, beautiful Mediterranean Sea. Boat rides, olive oil tastings, golf. And of course, both of these trips are for people who want nothing to do with golf, but just want to come and travel. So it's open to anyone, literally anyone. You've never played golf to having like a low handicap. I just want people to experience and explore the world and see how beautiful it is and connect with the group that you're with. And of course, I will be there. And if our honorary guest wants to join us, he will join us as well.
I'm hoping
So
to be
for
there.
those of you asking me in the chat about the Italy and golf trips, that's what it is. I'm more than happy to share more information. And if you haven't signed up to my newsletter, I kind of shared my full schedule for the next, I would say, 6 months. If you're in South Carolina or in the Carolinas, I'm doing a golf clinic and trip there. We are in London/Paris, going to do a few meet and greets, like hangouts, maybe. I haven't fully planned that out, but not sure if I will do a full clinics there, but definitely something. And if you're in Vancouver, I will host my Women's Golf Day event again on June 2nd, the first Tuesday in June. So look out for that because that one, 100 people, money goes to local girls charity here in Vancouver, and it's just a really fun, great time. Your girl be
Wow.
busy, but that ankle better. Hopefully, I'll get good news today from my X-rays, and starting April, starting here or this way, I guess.
Yeah.
Masters, I'll be bopping around. I'll be moving and shaking,
Did
folks.
you send your Did you send your little newsletter out?
my newsletter goes out to about 5,000 people, which is kind of
When
fun.
when does it go out? Did you already send?
It's already started.
Okay.
So it trickles out to 15. I guess the platform does 1,500 people a day. So
Okay.
they will get it throughout this week. If you're not on the newsletter, you need to get on the newsletter because that's where you really see all the tea that we're drinking
It's
and where
piping.
we're at. What?
It's piping hot.
Absolutely. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much. I see you guys on YouTube Live, which is very exciting. The numbers are looking pretty high on YouTube Live today. And thank
Hey.
you for joining on Instagram. If you are listening to this podcast at a later time, we truly appreciate it. I completely forgot to tell you guys to like and subscribe and do all that, but you already know. If you have any questions, if you have topics you want us to discuss, leave them in the comments or DM me because you guys have asked for a couple of them, which is fun. And we just really love and enjoy doing this. And we'll see you on Monday, same time, same place, which is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. If you're seeing friends and family, hug them, give them some love. If you're seeing nobody, probably like me, you're just hanging out on a computer doing work. And if you're by yourself and feeling lonely, slide into my DMs. Let's have a quick chit chat. I'm here to stay engaged. Anything for you for the weekend? You want to spread some love for the people?
No.
No
I just
love.
yeah,
You
no,
want to
a
spread no
lot of
love
love,
for the
a
people.
lot of love. Okay, a lot of love. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to having like we're really lucky. The West Coast is having some good weather, so it's been a real delight to be able to get out there and move and do things. And I played tennis yesterday for the first time in so long. It's been so
Wow, I'm
nice, so
jealous.
nice that yeah, it's been a real delight. So I'm happy to be able to do that stuff. Just it's the little things that try not to take that for granted.
For sure. Because guess what? Did you know if you have a broken ankle, even to hop a sidewalk, you can't do it?
I know you can't even take a step.
I can't take a step, which is insane
It's
because
crazy.
I want you to look around you how many steps there are when you go into
There
the
are steps
washroom, when you're in your
everywhere.
bathtub, when you're in walking anywhere. I literally can't take a step.
Okay, we must go because all of a sudden there is like construction that has started in
Okay.
my building,
And
so
there it
we
is.
must pull the plug
See
here.
you all. Thanks for joining. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.